Hi, I'd love if you could get out a notebook or a piece of paper for a binder and a pencil or pen to jot down some math notes today. We're going to do a general review of some math terms that are important starting in middle school probably and all throughout high school, just as a kind of review to go over some things and refresh your brain. The first word we're going to review is the word equation. As you can see, the beginning of the word equation has that EQUA, which is part of the word equal. And equal is what an equation is. An equation is a math term that means what is on the left is equal to what is on the right. So it is two math expressions that are equal to each other. And those expressions could contain a variety of things. They will certainly contain numbers, but they could also contain something called a variable. So that's our next word. Actually, I'm going to go in a different color here. A variable does also just what it says. It varies. It's not always going to be the same thing. So a variable is an unknown value. And typically in algebra or geometry, a variable is a letter like X. So I'll give you an example here. Example, X or A. And the whole point of a variable is that we try to solve a problem to determine what the variable is. And that problem is usually the equation. So in the equation, you have a variable and you're looking for a solution. So that's the third word we're going to go over here. A solution is the answer to your equation. It is the value of the variable. If you have the correct solution, when you plug it back in, the equation will be equal. So I'm going to do a quick little example at the bottom here. So let's say our equation is 3x plus 2 equals 8. All right, this is my example. So I have an equation. I have two math expressions. 3x plus 2 is one, and 8 is the other, and they're equal to each other. And my variable is x, so that's my unknown value. I don't know what x is, and I'm going to try to find my solution. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get that x alone, get the variable alone so I can solve for it. So I'll switch colors again to make it a little easier. First thing I'm going to do is take away this 2, subtract this 2 from both sides. And when I do that, I'm going to have 3x, this is going to cancel out, equals 8 minus 2, which is 6. Then I'm going to look and see what I need to do to get rid of that, any number with that x, again, that variable. So in order to get that variable alone, I currently have a 3 times x, so I'm going to divide to separate it back out. And when I divide it, it goes away also. All right, so then I'm going to divide 6 by 3 also. I'm going to get x equals 6 divided by 3, which is 2. And that is the solution, which means that my variable x is equal to 2. If I take that 2 now and plug it back in, so 3 times 2 plus 2 equals 8, it should work out. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 equals 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 equals 8. And as you can see, that means that my equation is true. I have two math expressions that are equal to each other, and 8 does equal 8. So this is your notes for the day. If you could please make sure those are copied into your notebook. And Review that if you have any concerns or questions. It should help you with some of our first assignments. Thank you.